We love Trump.
Trump 2020.
Landslide. Why do these people hate Trump? See, traitor, I don't understand. There are two opposing views over here, right? Some love Trump, some love hate. Huh. So who do you think is right? Some like Trump and some not so much. But why do you think people might like Trump? Is there a good reason why?
My signs are speaking for me today right now. I'm tired of talking.
You're tired?
My signs are speaking for me.
Okay. And where is he? Is he behind you? That's your son?
He hasn't brushed his teeth. I don't think he has brushed
Signs.
Oh, I'm sorry, signs. Oh, son. Your sign.
My sons do not speak for me.
Okay, I got it now. But it's like, you know, it's just the gist of it, sending him to prison. They were saying the same thing about Hillary. You know, sign is a sign.
Say hi to Putin for me, okay?
Yeah, well, I love Putin. Of course not. But these people like Trump, so I see two sides over here. Pro and con, God bless America, I guess.
What was the last book you read, sir?
I am worried
Sir,
about my
what was the
racism,
last book you read?
So I came to the park with my Trump signs.
What was the last book you read, sir?
You are disgusting.
USA! Donald Trump is here to stay! We love USA! Donald Trump is here to stay! We love USA! Donald Trump is here to stay! Thank you. Blue lives matter!
Ask me
Blue
for
lives matter!
a poem.
Thank you, Thank you,
But I will continue under my breath to let you know
think
that I'm
these people
very.
have never heard this before? Why do you do this?
Is it a poem?
You don't look like a bad person.
I'm
Why
just
do you
trying.
do this?
I'm
Why
trying
do
to
you carry on like
antagonize
this?
you because you're
Why?
gross, disgusting human beings. For
You don't know
supporting Trump.
me. You don't know
I'm
me.
not supporting Trump.
You're not.
No.
Oh,
don't
then
know me.
you're maybe not gross, disgusting. I think they are.
Really?
They're
I'm very.
They're
I'm
gross,
very.
disgusting people.
I'm very disappointed.
These are very nice ladies.
Very rude.
Trump's a racist.
I am not drunk.
Trump's a racist.
What makes him a racist, really?
Trump hates poor people.
He loves the blacks. He's stopping abortion.
That's why they
The
voted for
blacks.
an unprecedented number.
This seems like pretty good evidence. This seems like pretty good evidence that we everyone here, these three are.
Oh, this is
infected.
America. I see. There's a world right here.
The blacks, the gays. He loves the gays.
I don't see how many
Trump
blacks
loves.
you have here.
Trump wants everyone to be themselves, right?
Really?
Trump wants to just concentrate wealth into such a tight black hole of wealth.
Really? Unlike the Clintons. Unlike the Clintons.
Oh
who
no,
like
the
sharing.
no, the Clintons suck. I'm with you. You can write an excoriating history of the presidencies for the past 5.
So what do you think? I mean, you like poems, I see. So poetically, what do you think? Why do you think we should hate Trump? I mean, imagine that I came from Mars.
Actually, I love Trump. I think Trump has ripped the face off of American politics. He's ripped the mask off, and there's just the seething maggotry underneath. And I love him for that, for revealing that. And I think there's suddenly a strong leftist movement for the first time in a while that's very vocal and open.
Meaning the one that is not for Hillary, the one that is not for Bernie.
Yeah, well, Bernie's closer maybe in line, but even that isn't far enough.
So what would be?
I'm so disappointed in you, and I had such hope. I had such hope for both of you. I'm not nearly as happy as I am. I'm just very concerned. I'm concerned about your everlasting being.
Yeah, but look. So you're saying that even Bernie Sanders wasn't, good enough in terms of like leftist.
He's a step in the right direction, but no, like if we're concerned with actually supporting people in America, like we should be having much more progressive policies in place and stop insisting on concentrating wealth.
What do you think that would be?
What would it look like?
Right. I mean, let's say if we were to implement whatever policy. Communism.
Full communism, yeah.
Communism. I mean, you're saying it without even blinking. I mean, are you serious? Communism?
Yeah.
That's the system that you think will work?
Yeah.
Communism. Not even socialism, communism.
Oh, yeah, I think we should go straight for, supporting each other, yeah.
But how do you think communism will work? I mean, how are we going to transition, let's say, from capitalism to...
I'm not very interested in this conversation. What's your angle? What are you trying
Well, see, the reason when you say the word communism, the meaning to say communism is because I was born and raised in the USSR.
Very what? I'm very disappointed. Okay. This man has experience with communism. Why don't you
Well,
listen to him? Don't listen to him.
Well, I mean, even when you have communism, I was born and raised in communism. I mean, No, in the USSR. The country doesn't exist anymore, right?
USSR was only like,
Yeah, they don't know about communism.
they don't know about communism anymore. They haven't read any history books. They really just don't understand how things work. The failure of a few communist states.
Few.
All of them.
In fact, no. In fact, no.
Who's left?
So which one succeeded as a communist country? Which one?
There have been long moments where Cuba had beautiful edifices erected for their poverty and to support
by evil imperialist Americans, right? Then they expropriated them. Is that what we're referring to? Beautiful edifices? You're talking about the actual edifices or hypothetical?
I meant structures of policies in place to make sure that everyone had health care, for instance.
Healthcare. And how do you think healthcare worked in the USSR? Because the Cuban
the
system.
USSR, to me, isn't a very interesting example of communism. The other thing is to suppose that communism can take place without first eradicating capitalism across the globe seems false. So really, I mean, this is a global effort.
So you got to start with the eradicating capitalism, right?
Yeah, eradicating capitalism across the entire globe.
The whole globe.
The entire globe.
And what do you think? Well, first of all, how do you think going to accomplish that? And what do you think is going to?
Unions, really strong workers' unions, leading to a narco-syndicalist communist empire.
How can you explain Trumpka then?
How can I explain Trump?
No, Trumpka. Trumpka, is that how pronounced? The head of UAW? Trumpka? That's the name of the guy? Well, the leader of UAW, United Auto Workers. So you brought up unions.
Yeah.
You know that he went right after Trump's election, he went to White House and...
Sorry, you're boring him.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Who's us?
Are you from Russia or Ukraine?
USSR? I never lived in Russia. I lived in the USSR. I only know communism that, some people want to implement around the world, but first
this guy wants to lecture you about communism.
Yeah. I would love to hear, what it's like, because he read a book, and I happen to live his dream. So let's have a discussion.
Right. And they all want to say that they didn't. Whatever they tried wasn't really communism. They got it wrong.
They got it wrong.
To do it right next time.
They
kill more people. Now.
That's right. I mean, what's 100 million innocent lives, really? I mean, as long as, of course, as it's not your father, your mother, your brother, your sister,
of course,
your own life, of course, but then you wouldn't be able to talk. It's like.
Are you from Moscow or where are you from?
Hey, how's it going?
Nice to meet you. My name's Steven.
Pleasure. Cool. Vladimir, former USSR citizen.
Nice.
Vladimir.
Good to meet you.
Yeah,
Steve.
pleasure. Vladimir. And of course I am.
I'm Harrison.
Harrison, Steven?
So you're for Trump as opposed to against Trump, I take it?